Okay, my friends, good news. No explosions. Tragedy averted. Everything's okay. We're doing okay. I guess we're doing okay. I have no idea how to say this other than wow. My friends, we are back in the saddle again. You must understand something. In New York City, there are some things you just do not mess around with. One of them is gas. And all of a sudden, as I'm talking to you, on the stove, there's that, that click when you're turning on a burner. It's like, where the hell is this coming from? I say, oh my God. Now we kind of, I don't know if you smell something. Maybe you do, maybe you don't. But we thought, screw this. So anyway, we had our handyman attend to us immediately. He says, I think what he said was, we have no problem. We turned the power off and on. Anyway, tragedy is averted, ladies and gentlemen. Everything is fine. Back in the saddle. I got to tell you one story, which was the best of the best of the best. I learned a very good lesson. I make microwave popcorn. And there's this thing I bought, which is terrific. By the way, microwave popcorn is the best. You throw it in this little 3 minutes, no butter, no nothing. Just, it's perfect. Smells great, tastes great. Put some nooch on there, it's terrific. There was a clear plastic top to this bowl. Sometimes I like this to store everything inside the oven. It's how I throw them in the oven. This is a New York thing. Put them in there, whatever it is. I took everything out, but did not see this clear plastic lid that I left in there. So we turned it up, to make whatever it was. And all of a sudden, this chemical polystyrene, whatever the hell this stuff was, it melted. And it had a smell like it put out a smoke. And it smelled like a plastics factory or something was burned. So we got a couple of fans. I got my Woozoo, a little fan, I've got a couple of them. That's okay. Open the windows. No big deal. I walked outside. I was like, holy, it was down. We're getting buzzers. Is everything okay? All of a sudden, there's a pound at the door. Like you can't, but not your usual banging. And I look and it's like the 4th Battalion, this fire department with the hat, I swear to God, hooks, devices, everything okay? And they're inside and they're looking, they're clearing out. So I'm very, very sorry. I'm sorry. And people are like, everything okay? Yeah. It's just, I don't think anybody smelled anything like that. So I'm very, very, certain things I just do not mess around with. Electricity, gas, things like that. So anyway, but that would have been something, wouldn't it? Huh? That would have been something. That'll do a lot for numbers, won't it? Kaboom. In New York, they have a lot of the older buildings. Sometimes they will illegally hook up gas. There was a story, what was it, Lower East Side or something? This poor guy he was on a date, went to a sushi place. I don't know, this young man. And the building went up. Not a little bit. I don't know how much gas permeated. It was just something that everybody lives in fear of this. If you live in New York City, that's one thing. Number 2, remember, always my fear now is being hit by these pedestrian bikes because these radical left liberal fiends are taking as much of streets as possible. Having a bike lane, a walk lane, a pedestrian lane, a this lane, a that lane, a hooker lane. And one of the lanes you have are all of these deliveries because deliveries go 24 hours a day. You can get anything delivered here. It's e-bikes but you don't want to hear that, do you? But thank you for caring. Look at this. Rick says, onions give me gas. Rick, I got to tell you something. I used to love garlic. I did. I could eat garlic and then one day, I don't know what happened, but my body said, maybe the Allison or whatever it was. And no, not good. I could hold up a 7-Eleven just by going in there and saying, I've eaten a clove of garlic and give me all your money. You're not going to want to be near here. It's not pretty. Okay? You know that Carole King song, I Felt the Earth Move? Okay. Question, my friends, thank you. How many of you have heard from a friend of yours who said, can you explain something to me? What is with this Candace Owens thing? I see you're talking, and I get it all the time. A friend of mine called me and says, what is this? What am I missing here? Hey guys, what am I missing here? Have you heard this? Who is Erica Kirk? Have you heard somebody who just kind of comes on at the last minute and thinks, are you just being mean? No, I'm not being mean. What are you talking about? What precisely are you talking about? What is this thing? Have you heard that before? I said, what do you think this is? We're just being mean? Everybody come, hey, let's just pile on. Hey, this Erica Kirk's kind of weird. You know, she's basically full of it. Let's just come on board and just make fun of her. What do you say, huh? We do it every day. We just make fun of her. And let's track everywhere she goes and the lies that she has spewed for years just because we're bored. You ever had that happen? Nope. Somebody says, Edie says, nobody I know talks about Erica Kirk. Nobody. They don't get it. It's like, how can you miss this? This is the story. Somebody is going to go to prison. And somebody somewhere, because they got a big mouth, and it may not be somebody, a name you know or have heard about, but because these people are so dad blame stupid, because they don't cover their tracks, they don't care, they think they're invisible, somebody somewhere is going to either do something stupid or lead themselves into a situation where they inadvertently spill the beans, where they reveal something. Let me ask you a question. Why do they lie about everything? Start off with this premise. Very simple. Why do they lie about everything? Why did they lie about where they go, who they go? Were you on the plane alone? Were you there when you're there? I don't even know what the stories are. Erika, she all these private jets, I guess, right? All these, first thing I'd say is, why are we taking private jets? Why are you taking a jet by yourself? Who the hell do you think you are? What do you think this is? The first thing I would say is, hey guy, you're donating this? They're taking private jets. It's a G5. I've never been on a G anything in my life. Have you ever been on a private jet? I've never have. I'm not proud of it, but I mean, you could, I know sometimes you have to, if you have an emergency, maybe, they have these corporate kind of it's almost like a Lyft or an Uber for jets. Zamet says, Lionel, tell me Trump's Truth Social posts on Charlie Kirk's demise on the day of ring spontaneous and true are more like fait accompli, written prior to 12:30. You know what? I do not know this. May I check this? I do not know this. You don't think Trump's involved in this, do you? I mean, is that what you're saying? Is this, by the way, thank you for hitting the like button. I don't know. I can go back and check. I'm sorry. I wish I knew more. I'm not trying to get Trump off the hook, but I just don't think he is. I don't know. I'm finding out more and more and more and more and more. And I'm going to tell you a revelation about the president. I'm going to tell you right now. I think some things he has the worst advice ever. Marco Rubio? J.D. Vance? Oh my God. Pam Bondi? How about Kristi Noem? They're ever going to find, did you see what she was doing? Bingo. Okay, thank you, Zamet. I don't think Trump is involved in any of this stuff. By the way, tonight is Warrior Wednesday on WABC. Overnight, and Mrs. L is always our guest. And let me tell you something right now. If you think, and I'm not about to change your mind, If you think that AIPAC is the number one lobbying group of people, if that AIPAC is the most influential when it comes to political whatever, not even close. I'm not saying they're not. I'm not saying they're not. Big tech. Big tech owns everything. Trump, the first lady, the second lady, the first family, second family, everything. Big tech owns everything. And AI, and Peter Thiel, Palantir, they own big tech. And I don't think Trump has any qualitative understanding of what this means. I don't think so. I just don't think so. Joe Kent has balls as I would tell him, listen, my friend, read Trump's words and tell me he's not. Okay, I'll go. I'm not going to stop now. Thank you. I'm not going to. I'll do it. Damn it. I'm telling you right now. But here's the thing. Bottom line is simply this. You know and I know that everything is changing. I mentioned this before. These influencers, these people that were being paid by whomever, they're not worth a plug nickel. Nobody. They're not worth anything. They are not worth anything. Okay? Let me say this again. Do you understand what I'm saying? Nothing. You know who makes more sense? You know who to listen to? Candace Owens. And it kills people. Say, you're missing the biggest show in the world. What are you doing? What's going on here? What are you people doing? This is the show. This is it. Because believe it or not, we're talking about something involving murder. This is like a mystery. This is murder. Now, I'm not going to be one of these people to say, oh, you're involved in this. I don't know if there's any evidence of anybody being involved. You might be stupid. It may look kind of weird. Like, why aren't you more involved in what's going on than what leads the eye? In fact, the way, Erika, let me just tell you the people. First of all, Charlie Kirk was slaughtered. And we're giving this cockamamie stupid story about this kid, Tyler Robinson. And I hope to God that Joe Kent and I will volunteer my services, because that it's not that I care about Tyler Robinson. I want to find out who did it. And this guy better be in federal custody, because I'm telling you, if he goes bye-bye, if he takes a dirt nap, if he gets a hot copy of the home game, that's it. It ends right there. He is the prized witness. He's it. You can't allow him to be harmed. I'm telling you. And nobody's even listening. No, because they're people that got their head up their ass because they're not paying attention to this. This guy should be in a federal facility, specifically, not even, what they do sometimes is they'll take him to an Air Force base. Not even a prison. It'll be like a hospital with doors, or you don't have to go to you don't want him in general population. You lock him up. And you have special you have all kinds of things. He wears paper clothing, and his food is not only tested, but remember this thing called noose on a bun. Noose on a bun is from the black art of magic, the black art of poisoning. You can give somebody something on day one. It builds up a particular type of reaction. Give them something too, which is almost like an enzyme, like some co-effect, some co-agent, and bang, they're gone. They're gone. And if you do a blood test, do a tox screen, you know what happens? You know what it says? Potassium, sodium, breaks down into nothing. Oh, they could do it so easy. And they also need special lighting. Anything happens to his color, any kind of changes in his temperature, these things go off, these alarms. Oh my God. They've got, believe it or not, there's ways of making people swallow something which actually detects internal body temperature. There's all kinds of things. But remember something, that's the first guy. If I represented the bad guys, I said, he's got to go bye-bye. He's got to go bye-bye. And the American people are so stupid, they won't say anything. They won't say anything. Nothing. Nothing. Time out. You know this situation at LaGuardia, right? Did you see that? Okay. Did you see this plane? This Air Canada. It was at LaGuardia. It was going down the runway, about 100 miles an hour, maybe between 50 and 100, who knows. This fire truck or something crosses right in front, crosses the tarmac or the runway. And they said the transponder might have been off. The transponder, so that the people up there, and there might have been two people. I don't know. I don't know if they were DEI. They're still trying to sort this out. Okay. They're going like that. Did you see the front of this plane? It looked like I went through a meat grinder. Shredded spaghetti. Two pilot, co-pilot were killed, and a flight attendant was shot out 300 feet. She lived because she was in a jump seat, and she miraculously made it. I mean, it was incredible. Now, listen to what I'm saying. There was the plane. Front hits this thing. It shatters. Okay? Shatters. September the 11th. What am I saying? September. 9/11. 2001. Here's the World Trade Center. Here's the plane. Like a knife, a hot knife through butter. Did you see that? Did you see that? Steel barriers. Pow! This thing runs into a truck and it shatters. Did you see this? Did you see this? I'm like this. Hello. And we're like this. That's the world I live in. They're saying, what are you getting at? Like, oh, you're not doing that. What are you getting at business again? See, nobody's going to be asking any of these questions. And that's why we're going to be here. And we're going to use our cachet, and we are not going to back down at all in the least. Listen to what I'm telling you. We are not going to back down in the least. Period. End of discussion. You hear what I'm saying? And I want to explain something to you, this new thing. Have you ever heard of, you've heard of cognitive dissonance? Have you ever heard of premeditated ignorance? Have you heard of this one? Premeditated ignorance. Premeditated ignorance, remember this, is not a lack of knowledge. It's a choice. It describes a situation where someone deliberately avoids learning the truth because knowing it would force them to act, change course, or accept responsibility, or maybe wake up and get their head out of their arse and realize that the world's a different place. Instead of asking questions or examining facts, they turn away on purpose. They're the news media. This allows them later on to claim that they didn't know, even when the warning signs were clear. And it's clearly tied to the idea of willful blindness. In law and business and politics, premeditated ignorance can be as damaging as intentional wrongdoing because it enables harm and disaster, maintaining a thin layer of plausible deniability. We are in for a fight of our life. And you know what? Sometimes certain things just come about, and it might as well be Charlie. Might as well be this time. But that's where we are right now. Do you hear what I'm saying? That's where we are right now. And we are in for the fight of our lives. And what Candace is doing, and Barron, who's doing a tremendous job, is they are showing you that you lie about everything. And somewhere, I hope at TPUSA or whatever, somebody's saying, Jesus, we cannot not lie. Do you know what it was like when they said, hey, guess what? Hey, Erika, we even know when you buy some stupid athletic thing at Aloe, you can't fart without us knowing it. And that means everything you've done before. So come clean now. Step down, come clean, because they're coming after you. And they're not even close, and they smell it. They smell blood. Candace, and others as well. This isn't a joke. I can't say this any more seriously than this. You know, Baron Coleman in particular, these people, they live for this stuff. They live for this. And most people that we speak with, again, most of the people I know, again, in the media, they have no earthly idea what's happening. This is one of the biggest stories ever. This is a homicide. This is a murder. This is a mystery. What do you people do? You know, in the world of, honey, can I get some coffee? I'm sorry. All this excitement, the gas and the clicking and the this and the that. I'm out of I don't know where. I think it's in there, maybe. No, I think it's in there. Thank you. You know, in the world of radio, they're saying, you know what the biggest, I love this thing. You know what the biggest medium is, or the biggest format? By the way, let me ask me, do you like 9 o'clock better? Be honest with me. Can I say, is 9 o'clock better? Because to me, is 9 o'clock better than 8? Is 8 too soon? Oh, Leslie says, are you surprised POTUS doesn't support Owens? Charlie got him elected, POTUS could and doesn't. Oh, are you surprised? How can he support Candace Owens? What are you kidding me? No, but that's going to change. This 9 o'clock might be work better. I'll give it. Doesn't matter to me. 9 o'clock might be better. Stay at 8. I got to stay at 8. Okay, fine. Whatever it is. I'll stay at 8. Anyway. I think 9's better. But President Trump right now has got to say no, because here's the deal. Let me explain something to you. Ladies and gentlemen, you used to have a thing called the Democrats and the Republicans, the left and the right. And I'm going to tell you something right now. Listen to what I'm saying. Okay? Listen to what I'm saying. More Americans, more voters could not, I should say this, I'll say this carefully, could not care less about the Middle East or war. They want to say, you know what? Don't let my gas go up, but I couldn't care less one way or another. This is JFK 2.9. Thank you, Lionel, for being on the right side of history. Oh, yes, and thank you. Oh, no. Let me tell you something. I have tried. But I want to tell you what's happening. And thank you, by the way, Zam, very, very much. There's something very, very scary that's happening. There's a whole bunch of people out. There's a whole bunch of people out here. Thank you, dear heart. There's a whole bunch of people who are saying, you know what? We're brand new here. They're going to say, because I'm telling you right now, listen to me. America first. That's it. And they're saying to the president, you told us, you did America first. And we thought we were clear as to what that means. We thought so. America first. Put your money here. No offense. God bless everybody. Have a good day. No more. You can't, we're not going to be like a bunch of barking seals, and just all of a sudden say, yeah, whatever. And tomorrow we're going to go to war with Turkey. Okay, sure. Why? I don't know. Because he's a bad guy. Is he going to hurt us? Theoretically? Well, excuse me, theoretically? What? Well, theoretically. He said some terrible things about us. Who? Erdogan. Well, we've said some terrible things about him. Yeah, but he said death to America. Well, we said death to Turkey. Hell, we said death to everybody. Yeah, but you don't want them saying that against it. Well, they could. He could. If you turn your back on him, next thing you know, he'll be having some nuclear bomb pointed down our throat. Who? Turkey. What the hell are you? What does Turkey have to do with us? We just do. Who's paying you? What is this? What's all this Turkey talk? This is exactly what you'd be saying. And you'd be right. We've had it. And Joe Ken comes along and said, Joe, you're right. Joe said, this is ridiculous. How about this? Would you mind telling us, were there any other countries involved? Any foreign people involved in the death of Charlie? We're not going to answer the question. Colleen, thank you so much. She's a brand new member. How many of you are absolutely sickened by this? I've been through this before. I've been through this premeditated ignorance, this ridiculous idea. I've been through this. We've been through this through 9/11. I know exactly what they're doing. And they do it every single time. And you've got these people who come along and all of a sudden they're running the show. And you know what? I got news for you. And this is important. And I hope you're with me on this one, because the only thing that we can threaten them with is our vote. The only thing we can threaten them with is our vote. I'm telling you right now, if they decide, I'm serious about this. Listen to what I'm telling you. If they decide to escalate something, or God forbid, put American boots on the ground anywhere, let me tell you something. Listen to me carefully. Anywhere. Instead of here, keep the boots here on this ground, our ground. That's it. I will vote for a commie. I will vote for Stalin, for Mao, anybody, just to get back at you, just to teach you a lesson. Because if I voted for you and you did this to me, what do I have to lose? The only thing that matters is your position. Well, guess what? I warned you. I told you. I'm serious about this. I couldn't care less. I am not affiliated with the Republicans or the Democrats or any of these people. It means nothing to me. I care about this country. And I want you, by the way, I want you to get, hey, I'm getting laid. I want you to get him and find out right away what happened to Charlie. You got that? If you don't think the attempted assassination, or attempted, did I just say attempted? The assassination of one of the most powerful voices today, if you don't think that's worth your time, what are you doing? The FBI story is BS, right? FBI director appointed by the president reports to the U.S. Attorney General. Attorney General reports directly to the press. Trump is the boss. You think he doesn't know? Seriously? Seriously? Sometimes with Trump? No. No. I think, seriously, you know what Trump's doing right now? When I say Trump, I respect the guy. But I want you to understand something. Listen to what I'm telling you. I'm not a kiss ass. I'm not some sycophant. I'm not some bootlicker, some lick spittle. I'm not some obsequious, fawning Trumper who everything he does I think is great. I've told you before, he does some things that are stupid. What he's doing with AI, whatever, he's in bed with the most dangerous people in the world, making a big mistake. But every now and then he does something. You know what he's doing? Let me give you an example. Trump does some stuff which is just, you know, that people were waiting 5 hours at airports for TSA. You know who loved that? Chuck Schumer, that bastard. Chuck Schumer and those radical left, these un-American thugs. So you know what Trump said? Screw you. I'm going to send in ICE. Oh, no, you don't. Did you see Atlanta Airport? Atlanta Airport's it's a gem. They're loving it. Atlanta Airport's the greatest thing in the world. They're in and out. Go, what's going on here? Because it's ICE. It's ICE. They came in there and they said, we're going to throw your ass in jail if you're an illegal. ICE was handing out water. ICE was handing out. You don't have these TSA holes walking around, these federalized sky caps walking around. Ooh, and all of a sudden, you're a federal agent grabbing people. Here, go through this radiation tube. Why? Because I want you to. Women, go over here to this one because we want to look through your dress. These perverts. Remember when they had these? Have you been through, seriously, just gone through have you seen these TSA people? I don't know where you were. Who are these people? Who are these people? You're wearing a federal uniform and a badge, and you treat me like this? Too late! Hey, get out of here. What? Don't talk to me like this. The ICE people come in. They have a rule. Leave me alone. You're not illegal, are you? No, sir. Fine. Would you like some water? So what I'm saying is Trump inadvertently brought in ICE, and it's better. And Chuck Schumer saying, oh, shit. This is terrible. Why? Because it's more efficient. He does these things. Trump does these things. Sometimes he's right. Did you hear when he said, okay, we're done with Iran. That's it. We had a great discussion. We made a deal. Everything's great. Before you know it. And Iran says, wait a minute, hold it. We didn't talk to him. Oh, yes, we did. No, we didn't. Yes, we did. I remember talking to somebody. Who'd you talk to? That guy. What guy? The guy with a hat. Who? Trump says, when he says, that's it, I'm done with this. We're going home. That's it. Come on, we're going home. What about the Strait of Hormuz? I don't care about that. We're done. We're finished. We're through. What about the Houthis? I don't want to hear about the Houthis. Who is the most dangerous? Who do you think right now is the most dangerous impediment to peace and prosperity and rational thinking? Give me a name in this country. Who? Who's the most? Who? Give me a name. American. Who? Who? Give me a name. Who is it? Massey Kent. Interesting, 2028. No, Israel is a country, is a state. Give me a name. I'm waiting. Kent? No, who is the one? Who's the problem? Lindsey Graham. Thank you. Lindsey Graham. That's it. If we do, I don't know what, and Lindsey Graham, Shazam, Sergeant Carter. I don't know who Gomer Pyle thinks he is. I think I know who he is, but he says, you don't understand something. You got to stop me. I mean, politically. He's a genius. He gets everything he wants. He's going over there. And McCain, how about that Meghan McCain? Remember that one? With that radical father of hers? Who is Lindsey Graham? Oh, no, that's it. We're done. Oh, I'm done. And Candace so far fought them all. You can't call somebody an anti-Semite because they believe in peace and they don't want to commit their loved ones and our men and women to some ridiculous. You're not going to fight these people. Do you know what you're talking about? A country of 90 million people? You want to go to in Iran? What are you talking about? We have these ideas that they're walking around. Hey, they're walking around the 4th century. They got a funny hat. They got a funny name. They squat when they eat. They eat with sticks. They don't know what they're doing. Oh, yeah? Really? You think so? Persians? They've been around since the beginning of time? What are you talking about? Oh, my. And you know what? Candace said, bing. You're an anti-Semite. Bing. The bullets. You bing. And you're an asshole. Bing. And you're a demon. Bing. And you're a psychopath. Bing. Just deflecting. By the way, bing is the a ricochet sound. Bing. You're a bing. I didn't even say it yet. Doesn't matter. Bing. What else you got? She's bigger than ever. And then they keep sending these idiots out. These idiots who exactly are they? Who are they representing? Who? I got to tell you something. God bless you. You can listen to anything you want. You can listen to anything you want. Any group. Anything. There are people who sit around and they argue about the Middle East. Okay? Every iteration of it. Everything. 1948, 1950, the Nakba, you name it. And they argue the same thing every single day. Same people, same thing. Oh, Oxford debates, and this one's over here. It bores me. what is your point? What is it? Let me see. I'm going to run for president, Erika, and I'm going to say, hello, America. Here's what you want. I'm going to talk about things you care about. Number one is crime. YouTubers are opening our eyes so much. Thank you. Oh, YouTubers, let me tell you something. This here, and thank you, Aunt, this is it. There's no other. I was going to say something about it, but I changed my mind. Listen to this story. This is an analogy. You heard the story about Bill Cosby, right? Bill Cosby. By the way, where Bill Cosby live? Who do you live across the street from, honey? Who did Bill Cosby live across the street from? That's right, Epi. That's right, Jeffrey. Across the street. Isn't that something? Did you know that? I don't know if there's a connection, but I thought that's of all the places to live. So Bill Cosby was drugging women forever. Ever. Everybody knew this. That sick bastard Hugh Hefner. Oh, he's so cool. Cool, my ass. What they did in the grotto, he was the butt. There were so many people. Let me also go back to tell you. In the 60s, people like Jack Nicholson and Warren Beatty. Oh, and the Rockers and Led Zeppelin. What they did to women and starlets. And I mean, it was a time where, and the same thing with Weinstein. Okay. Hear me out. There's a point to this. So for years this went out. What brought Bill Cosby down? Answer my question. What was it? What brought him down? What brought him down? How'd they get Bill Cosby? What was it? Come on. Come on. What was it? I'll wait, because you're going to love this. Comic, hillbilly. A woman, no. Hannibal from the A-Team, close enough. Close enough. The comedian in Columbia, Philadelphia. Look at this. It takes a great man to be Lionel. Thank you, Mr. Humble. Well, thank you. Hannibal Buress, 2014, the Trocadero Club, Philadelphia. This little place. He's up on stage. And he says, how come Bill Cosby did this? Everybody knows this. Everybody knows that. So some guy in 2014, 12 years ago, right? Lifts his phone up. It was it was okay technology, not like now. Records it, uploads it. It goes viral. That was it. Did Fox News? Nope. MSNBC? Nope. Cable News? Nope. Newspapers? Nope. New York Times? Nope. Geraldo Rivera? Nope. Women's? Nope. Hannibal Buress, a comedian, hasn't done anything since. And all he did was he just said it, and wasn't the first time, and somebody happened to do. Now, why did it break the blood-brain barrier? I have no idea. What was it about? I don't know. Why was it? I don't know. I don't know. But it did. Not newspapers. It did. Bigger than anything. And you tell me this business about the newspapers? I was listening to something last night, the great Pete Hamill from 2011. Pete Hamill, Jimmy Breslin, New York City, Murray Kempton, all these great... Come on. These people did... There's no more newspapers. It's over. I haven't seen a newspaper. Every now and then I get my shoes shine. I go to this place and talk to the guy. There's a newspaper, New York Post. That's it. I don't even see newspapers. Byline, frontline, broadsheet, tabloid. What the hell are you talking about? Copy editor, rewrite. There's no rewrite. This is it. This. They closed down CBS Radio after 100 years. 100. Murrow. Walter Cronkite. Who? No, this is CBS. Yeah, there was also Odyssey. I don't know, but CBS Radio News. Charles Osgood. He acted like this is the end. Nobody even knew it was there. I'm not saying Murrow didn't matter. This is it. Look around you here. This is it. You know that in I forget what year, I was at a convention with a group called Talkers. No, it was Talkers.com now, but it was Talkers Convention. I had to explain to talk radio people what podcasting was. Do you know podcasting? You know what the number one? You know what the number one thing is? YouTube. YouTube is bigger than Disney. This. Spotify's good. Yeah, that's good. Apple. Oh, you got an Apple thing? That's good. You want to hear something? Okay, it's good. Nothing wrong with that. I'm on Apple and all this stuff too. That's great. This. I promise you. And I'm telling you people, you don't understand what's going on right now. Do you remember when do you remember the night of 1964 on the Ed Sullivan Show, when the Beatles performed? Everybody to this day said their world changed. Do you know that the next day they couldn't keep you couldn't find, a guitar. You couldn't find a guitar. There were no guitars. You understand it? Overnight, they go, pfft. These guys? Yeah. There were people from Dick Clark turned down the Beatles. They thought they were corny. Mitch Miller from, was he CBS or something? They thought, no, that's not. That's garbage. And somebody said, oh, no, it's not. Same thing with rap. This is one thing I know. I know what I'm talking about. Zamet says, critical mass, drop by drop, truth becomes an ocean. But not only that, truth becomes an ocean. It's our truth. Other people speak the truth. They think they're speaking the truth. They think they do. So it doesn't matter. This is it. And this is the thing I'm trying to tell you. This guy, Joe Kent, he's on with Tucker Carlson. There's done. Tucker Carlson is so big. I think they told him, listen, they're going to indict your ass or charge you with something. He said, okay, they're going to do that. I said, all right, I understand. You understand? He goes, I understand. That's what they're going to do. I get it. I understand. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to beat him to the punch. So he goes out and he says, hey, guess what? They're going to indict me. And then now they can't. And they're going to indict me. They're going to charge me. They're going to refer to the DOJ, and that's it. Because somebody told me. Remember the time years ago, NSA or somebody was after him. He said, they're going to get me. And then there's Candace. Oh my God. If they ever laid a hand on her, I don't even know. I think they'll storm the Bastille. I don't think that. And you know what? Deep down inside, listen to me. I'm going to let you in on something. And you know what YouTube would say? Fine. We want to just allow a platform. We're not into the politics. That was then. We like to be liked. We don't care. We want to make money. We want to go into every conceivable household. And if Candace Owens is how we get into your household, we'll do it. We don't care. That's exactly what they think. That is exactly what they think. This is a revolution. You don't understand something. Before this, who would have heard of Joe Kent? Joe Kent spoke for hours. I love that guy. I love anybody. I love radicals. I love mavericks. I love people who raise all kinds of holy hell. I love it. That's what I've been doing. And what I've been saying for the longest time is, you should have seen it today. I'm with a group of people, and I said, how come that plane was shattered, but it went through the World Trade Center? I said, I see any thing I want. What are you everybody's so afraid. It's the truth. What are you talking about? Listen to me. Raise your right hand and swear to me, swear to God or the Bible or whoever it is or the Constitution, and say, I will not be a part of a party. I will not be a part of a political party. I don't care about the party. I don't know where you came up with this party thing from. It's like, I'm not going to listen to one station. I'm not going to listen to one album. I'm not going to eat one thing. Parties are stupid. There are many of you. Let me tell you something right now. Listen to me. I'm your grandpa. You know it. How many of you? And I'm trying to be very, very humble, but do some market research. How many of you never heard of me, never knew any of this stuff? Just one day, you walked in and said, what the hell is this? Yeah. Maybe you didn't know about Candace. Maybe you did. I don't know. But you said, you know what? I kind of like this. I like this guy. A little wacky. Reminds me of my grandpa. Candace Owens said, I remind her of her grandfather. It's the nicest thing anybody's ever said. How many of you just walked in and said, what is this? I like this. I don't beat you over the head with any kind of religious ideology. We're just talking about something which makes the most sense. And I guarantee you, most of the time, I'm going to say something to you where, for the most part, you're going to say, it's okay. I'm not really a radical. You know what the radical is? Today is the truth. It's the truth. It's the truth. We're the radicals. We are. It's the strangest thing in the world. If I were a group of people, if I were running for office, I would say, let me tell you something. The people you got to talk to is the guy who uses the word. Listen to him. If he uses the word truth, good. Truth. I love people who say I'm into truth. I love that. You're into truth, huh? Yeah, good. You like the truth? Yes, good. That's what I want. Just tell me the truth. Just tell me what happened. I'll figure it out. But don't give me a name. Don't give me a name. Years ago, I can tell you, I started this 38 years ago when talk radio was like right around the time of Rush and everything. Talk radio was one thing. And I mean, it was okay. And I would say things that I thought to myself, I don't think it's that big of a deal. I was a Second Amendment advocate. And I used to say lock and load. Lock and load was my thing. Lock and load. And people say, are you advocating guns? I said, no, I'm advocating the Second Amendment. I'm advocating freedom. I'm advocating truth. And people went crazy. They said, you can't do this. I said, the hell I can. Yes, I can. Of course I can. What are you talking about? What do you mean I can't? What do you mean I can't? What are you talking about this? Oh, look at this. My late mother introduced me to you. That's the greatest. That's the greatest. So here we do. We have this story. So here's what we're going to do. All of us have gotten together and we said, at least I've said, I find a Candace Owens refreshing. I like this topic. I'm not going to tell you why. I'm not going to explain it to you. I'm not going to go into detail. I pray or hope or wish Candace never goes into politics because her life will be ruined if she does this. Because politics is for suckers. Politics is where you go to rip off people and make money. You don't change anything in politics. You don't change anything. You just go and you you line your own pocket, pad your wallet, and that's it. If you really want to change something, you do this. Candace agrees. Absolutely. She's phenomenal. She's phenomenal. She's got the mind of a prosecutor. And thank you very much, Zamet. Thank you. Truly. She has a mind of a prosecutor. And here's the thing I want to do. I want to make sure that somebody stands up for Charlie. And if that dingbat dingleberry wife of his doesn't do it, fine. You had your chance. Get out of the way. We'll take care of it. You're of no use. You're of no use at all. And you lie about stuff when you don't even have to. All you had to do was tell the truth. Who cares if you're on the plane by yourself or with your wife or whatever? Who cares? Who cares? And there's the cease and desist letters. All I know is Candace has all of a sudden unleashed these monsters. Baron Coleman. What about wolves in finance? Oh, dear God. Oh, dear God. Did you see this woman? Her name is Nissee, Nissssee. She was the one who came up and allegedly had the text messages of Candace with some 15-year-old girl. Did you see Christine Fekete, Fekete? Some of the most brutally funny, brutal Candace Owens. Oh my God. Have you seen this? Have you seen this group? They are beyond. Have you seen AD Fleet? It's the most incredible thing in the world. Have you seen them? Her or him? Because everybody globbed onto the fact that Erica Kirk, first of all, is, to use the Latin term, full of shit. She's a liar. And this phony chanteuse, I don't know what, so stupid. Every time we say, please say something new. Please say something new. We're getting tired. We're rehashing. Even Fleet say, come on, give us something. Go on another show. Say something. Just give us a long form interview. Please. Do you realize that she's more stupid than I mean, I'm serious. You can say whatever you want. She's just stupid. I'm not saying she's homicidal or anything like that. I don't think any of that. I don't think she has any substance. She doesn't know what she wants to be. And every time she opens her mouth, it's vintage. And I'm going to tell you right now, I like it. It cracks me up. She's so stupid, she doesn't realize we're rolling. And they lie about stuff that doesn't matter. It doesn't. Hey, guys. Hey. Who's this? I'm a widow. 6 days ago, my husband was murdered. How's that merch sales? Keep it going. Coffee's for closers. Glengarry Glen Ross. What am I watching? Remember that? What the? I'm still. That's the one that killed me. I can't. I thought. Excuse me. Am I seeing what am I seeing this? Hi, guys. Now listen, don't tell me. I know sometimes people, Candace will say, all right, you guys, that's different. That's different than, hey, guys. Hey. What is this mousy, laughing, giggly, rictus? Yeah, what are you doing? Hey, guys. Am I seeing this? I swear to God, I don't understand what's happening. I'm thinking to myself, this can't be. And nobody's picking up on this. And you think I'm picking on a widow? Are you watching this? And I will never, and I sound like a broken record, and I'm going to say this forever. What brought me in, what sold me, where I couldn't believe what I was seeing, was when she, honest to God, when she decided that she was going to lie prostrate. Oh, yes, Christine Fekete is the bomb. I cry laughing. Oh, and has a delivery where she holds the thing and says, and I feel that, oh my God, it's true. It's just like, but the picture of the day, the picture of poor Charlie in the casket, and she's on top with the medal and the whole. Oh my God, his hand! Tell me you're not doing this. Did you get this? Huh? Should I move? Did you get his hand? Did you? How's my life? Oh, good. Okay, good. Oh, yeah, good. You got that? Okay, good. Let's get out of here. Let's blow this pop set. Oh dear God. This is the one where you think, ooh, you're going to have to answer for that one. You're going to have to answer for that one. Oh my God. I mean, it was just, this is when I realized, oh my God. Wow. And they send some numbnuts out to talk to me about, you're being mean to her because they, do you know what she's doing? From this thing of decency, and none of it makes any sense. Today I was listening, and you know what? Between Baron and Candace, great skullduggery and everything. But I got to ask you a very simple question. And that question is simply this. And I mean it. That question is, I can't follow this. Have you already done this? And then he left the Pro Bowl. Then he switched to the G5 to the G4. And he flew to Roanoke, turned around, came back, descended 1850. It wasn't 12:31 Provo time. It was 12:31 Pacific time. And I'm thinking, I'm not following this. I don't know. Just give me the bottom line here. And then they turned around, and his name isn't out of it. It's Larry Lipschitz. And Larry Lipschitz. And what are we talking about here? The question is, why are you, not them, but TPU, why are you lying about it? You're handing them this stuff. You can't fart without Candace and Baron and others finding out about it. There's a record somewhere. There's some kind of a fart index that the FAA, I didn't even know they had these things. Well, it's funny you say that right now because, actually it determines the amount of methane in the cabin pressure, and it determines, in fact, if you farted. You can tell if they farted. I was just kidding. Oh, no. Would you like to know what time they farted? Not really. Unreal. And you're thinking, what? And they still have the Charlie Kirk show on TV. What are you doing? Fold up, go home, close shop, and hope that people could just forget about this. But wait until the Tyler Robinson trial comes. Ooh, baby. Oh, now that's when I can help. And I mean that sincerely. That's when I can help. I can help. I may not be good at, I can't do trial. I don't know about these jet records. But this one, oh, you're going to be glad I'm there. And I can't wait. Doctora Latina says, OMG, I feel the same way. Fart index. That's right. That's right. Most people don't know that. Did you know that? If ever I could, wouldn't it be great just to go on? I promise you. One time I was at, Leanne gifted a Lionel Nation membership. Thank you, Leanne. You are a doll. Recently, I got this thing from the Piers Morgan thing. Would you want to go on? Didn't even answer him. It's like, are you kidding me? That's the most stupid. Dave Smith is still going on, talking to these idiots about I don't even know what. The Smutty Truth said, have you guys seen Elizabeth April? Check her out. We will do that. There's so many great people who've been inspired by this. But if I did do this, which I wouldn't, but if I did, I'm telling you now, and I'll give you a heads up. I'll sit there in the middle of this and say, let me tell you something, Pierre. A lot of people don't understand. They don't take you seriously, but they take me seriously. Now, let me tell you something right now, my friends. You may think this is some kind of a big joke, Pierre, but I don't. I'm serious. I'm in for the long haul. And something smells funny. Something is rotten in Denmark. Something's weird. I don't like. Something smells fishy here. You know what I mean? Do you know what would happen if I did that? It would be, people would say, I don't know who this guy is, but I'm promising you, I'm going to do this. Wouldn't that be something? Anyway. I'm thinking about that 9 o'clock, my friends. I'm thinking about 9 o'clock. Zemi says, all truth tellers sprinkle humor in between liars. Between liars. Overseason the stew with pathos and phony indignation. Absolutely. Let me tell you what laughing is. Laughing is pointing out the absurd. One time I represented this guy for, it was an armed robbery case. It was a court-appointed case. And they said, we won. And I won because there was so many things about the case that was, it was so ridiculous. The case, and it was during jury selection. And in those days, voir dire jury selection was far more liberal than it is now. When I mean liberal, you can get away with murder. So I asked this woman, I said, Mrs. She happened to be Cuban, by the way. I said, do you believe the police ever make a mistake? She said, oh, yes. I said, oh, come on. That's on TV. Police don't make a mistake. Today? Oh, yes. Come on. Yes, they do. Really? I said, so if I tell you, and I'm telling you right now, our defense is, get ready, wait for it. The police made a mistake. You're not going to immediately laugh me out. Oh, no. She basically told me ahead of time that she believes the police made a mistake, even though I never, which is a good lawyer. Always try your case no matter what. So at one point, the witness was saying something, and I turned to the client and I went, and somebody in the jury, they were watching me. I didn't realize, and they started laughing. And the prosecutor was saying, objection, Your Honor. He goes, what? The judge said, what? He said, objection to what? He's making faces. I said, I'm making faces. He did it again. And the judge says, what? Because the judge will do his check, but wasn't even paying attention. He's making them laugh. I said, Your Honor, I'm sorry. It's my face. Stop it. Stop what? What? You know what they didn't know that day? And let me tell you something. Remember this. When somebody laughs at you, you know what they're telling you? They like you. If somebody came in that you hated, somebody you hate from your whole life, you've hated them since you were a kid, and they happen to be the funniest person in the world to other people, they could tell the funniest joke, and you're not going to laugh because you hate them. When you laugh with somebody, not at them, but with them, you're telling them, I like you. I kind of trust you. I see things your way. I appreciate your way of looking at things. That's precisely what it is. So humor is not, it doesn't mean that it's demeaning. It means that it's something that is you're connecting with somebody. And let me tell you something. We're in a group of people right now. They're watching here and they're watching on X and all that other kind of stuff. And they're paying attention. And these are people who are not watching. I don't watch cable TV. I don't watch it. I don't watch it. I don't watch it. I don't watch local news, cable news, anything late. I watch, if I have to watch something on an actual TV set, maybe Netflix. There's a show, by the way, 1975. You've got to see it. It's been around but I loved it. Saw that on Netflix. But I could watch it on an iPad or on my phone. That's it. I don't. I was raised with that. I'm as old as they are. I don't like it. I love this. This is the most exciting thing in the world. I can actually talk to you. I can say something. And the radio, yeah, they call in, but sort of. But there are people, I don't know who's listening. I can kind of tell you who's listening. And there's some people who, you know what's great about this? Sometimes you'll come in and you'll say, hey, it's Jerry. Hey. I love when you start talking to each other. It's like it's a little party. It's a party. You know what my dream is? Listen to this. You've never seen me in action before. On a stage? No. And the reason why is because I love it. If I could go into some kind of place, everybody comes in and flies in, and we just party. I mean, we lock the door, you get goon waxed to the max, go max. And let's just play the highlights, the highlight reel. And I would play every version, everything of Erica Kirk from the get-go. And you will be roaring. And you know how I know? Because it's funny. And I could bring somebody in and say, do you know who this woman is? They say, no. I said, good, sit down. Watch this. Have some crumb cake. Watch this. They would laugh hysterically because she's funny, whether you know who she is or not. Because she spews and exudes and ekes mendacity and bullshit. I know this doesn't mean anything to you. Little things mean a lot to me. One of them is people who say, whenever somebody says, a lot of people ask me, they never ask you that. Anybody who says a lot of people ask me, they never ask me that. A lot of people ask me, what is it like to be so handsome? Well, I say, nobody said that. Anyway. So she says, there I was with my mom and her mother, Lori Franz. And that's another piece of work too. I mean, she's Ma Barker or something, but these grifters. But anyway. Well, she said, there I was, and I was just I was a gangly kid, bad hair, chopped hair. I was a tomboy. Really? That explains those text messages of that kid. Just saying, allegedly, anyway. So she said, yeah, I was, short hair. I mean, I was nobody's. It's hard. What she's saying is parenthetically, it's hard to believe I'm this beautiful, isn't it? Is it? Hey, guy. It's amazing. It's amazing I'm this beautiful. I know what you're thinking. You should have seen me. My hair looked like it was like they chopped my hair off because they thought I had lice. It was horrible. I mean, I was just a tomboy kid. And I wore a bib overalls and barefoot, and I would catch pollywogs and shiners. Okay, all right, Huck Finn, take it easy. So she's making this bullshit story up. So she said one time she was with her mother, and somebody said, "Hey, listen, would you help us out? Help what? Help out your state? Would you help Arizona out? With what? Would you run? Would you compete in this pageant? Oh, come on. Would you really? Oh, please. Please. We need you." Nobody told her to do that. Okay, I'll do it. And you know what? I'll be a son of a gun. I won. I didn't win the Miss, whatever. But what about the prior times, too? This wasn't your first time. She had to make it like this was her first time. Have you ever heard of anybody being recruited? People kill to be in a pageant, to go through that nonsense, to go through the weight and the this and the talent. If you're not 100% focused in on this, because it is tough, it's worthless, but anyway, she actually looked at you and lied about it. She looked at you and said things like, I came to New York and I said, I'm not going to go out and have the drinks. Remember the weird way she said this? I'm not going to have the drinks in the bars, in the birds. Why is she doing a Swedish accent? I have no idea. I remember she said this. I don't have the drinks. I see friends of mine in there. Awful. They're going out with the drinks. They're going out with men. And I said, I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to stay home, read the Bible, and, pair off my socks drawer, steam up the mirror and draw faces, and, read to the blind and wrap bandages for the Red Cross. I said, would you stop this? And I don't drink. I don't have the drinks. Sure she was. She was throwing them back like a drunken sailor. I never dated. How many times have you dated? Has she ever been married? I mean, she's never told you the truth. Maybe that she was born and you're missing this. People are asking, why do you find this interesting? I've never seen somebody like this. I've never seen comment. Frank Abagnale, Catch Me If You Can. Never seen anything like this. She lies. My friend Gordon Soldy used to always say, some people would rather climb up a tree and lie than stand there and tell the truth. She just lies about nothing. Please get her to go. And every day, Candace says, I can't believe this. And not only her family. How many ex-husbands? I mean, and you think somebody at TPUSA would say, oh my God, did you know this about her? No. Did Charlie know? Up. And how many of you agree with me? How many do you agree that Charlie had no clue? This poor guy. Love the guy, but he's kind of a, I'm sorry. He wasn't some swinger. He probably fell in love. She probably sold him a line of shit that you cannot believe. She's good. Oh my gosh, she knows exactly. Okay, this isn't her first rodeo. She knows how to play men like you can't believe. How many of them has she dated? Remember this one? Some of them. It's the most fascinating. Do you remember Dynasty, Falcon Crest, Dallas, and all of these late night, hell, even the Big Valley, all of these twists and turns and these personalities. And then here comes Candace, here comes Baron, here comes Feckety, oh my God. This is the greatest story in the world. It's like, hey, don't you want to talk about the Straits of Hormuz? No. This is interesting. Have you heard the latest? I mean, this it's great. Please go on some TV show, anything. Do a podcast, do anything. And I'm going to leave you with one thing. And I want you to think, close your eyes and imagine if for charity you saw the debate between Erica Kirk and Candace Owens. Stop. You would need an arena. It would be like the night, like a rumble in the jungle. Could you imagine that? No. Think about this. When she goes into that, when Erica's on her own and she forgot the lie and what she said, she makes stuff up with it. Erika, quick, what's your kid's name? Mickey? Anyway, it's opening act, Cash Patel. Doing anything. How about Dan Bongino? By the way, did you see that little twit get it handed to him? Somebody else, you're a pedo! He's yelling at him. It was like, oh my. They can't stand this guy. Did you see that? I loved it. Mr. Tough Guy. He didn't go up and say, hey, who are you talking to? No, he's got a bodyguard with him. He was like, get me out of here. Oh, I love. Yeah, I'm telling you. Cash, why aren't you, are you interested in? Anyway. Just think about this till the next time we meet. Candace and Erika. Face to face. Battle Royal. Over the top. DQ waived. Loser leave time. Hair versus the mask. Lights out match. Texas death match. Just no DQ, no time limit, no nothing. Just go until the last person just can't. No tap outs, no nothing. The only way you leave is if, figuratively, can you imagine that? My friends, I want to thank you. Thank you for your kindness tonight. Thank you for the contributions and the super chats. I'm glad there was no explosion. I'm thinking about the 9 o'clock. I'm thinking about it. I might put a little poll up, whatever it's worth. But you are the greatest. And I'm not going to apologize for it. And I don't care if anybody doesn't understand. It's like, what's the big deal? I'm going to be back tomorrow. You are phenomenal. Do me a favor, like I told you. First, like this video. I know it's critical. Subscribe. Like 60% of the people who watch don't subscribe. I don't know. You want to subscribe. Hit that little bell so you're notified of live streams and new videos. And also right now, you have been so kind. Your comments are beautiful, which I have comments for you to ask or questions. But you've been so wonderful to my wife as well. And her YouTube channel is Lynn's Warriors. And she has done nothing but devoted her life and her time to protecting children, to stop the predation of children, especially digital and the like. And it would be an honor. We would be honored if you would grant her the courtesy of following her. We have a new video right now. She talked to a fellow who was an expert in education in Baltimore as an example. There is a jury that is out right now in California who are suing big tech because of children who are the victims of sextortion and self-harm. And I can tell you, and she knows these families. She met with them. She's gone to Mar-a-Lago. She has taken families to meet the president. She has done things devoted, and he, despite what you might think, he's wonderful when it comes to him. That's why sometimes I don't think he really knows how pernicious this is. So please follow her at Lynn's Warriors. This has nothing to do with politics. This is about saving kids, because that's how we get them. And with that, my friends, I thank you. You are so terrific. We've been on so far an hour and 15, 20 minutes before the gas scare. Gas scare. By the way, if you can ever do this, this will change your. I'll show you how to do this. Oh, there we go. Sometimes if it's the right humidity, oh yeah. Elevators, wonderful, wonderful. Playing football, I'll be center. There we go. Anybody? 352. How are you? Kids love it. Dentists, you know when they put that thing on that lead paint? How you doing? Maybe the light in here. I don't know. Burrito influx, hit the deck. All right, my friend. I'll leave it. You all are babies. We'll see you tomorrow. Have a great and glorious time. And until then, remember, the monkey's dead. Show's over, sue you. Ta-ta.